Good evening, everyone. Welcome back, guys. Welcome to the evening live stream, to the professional evening live stream, even. Hey, Shrekmaster, nice to see you again. Hey, Speed. Hey, Rakuzen. Hey, Gara. Hey, Kintek. You have my camera settings displayed. This is the camera sensitivity I've been using for a few years already while playing competitively. This is my joystick sensitivity as well. You can see that I use only one fire button. I use the lookout area, and I use them like this, pretty casually, I would say. I don't think it really differs from the default settings, the layout. I'm playing on an 11-inch screen, that's why my buttons are a bit big, but it's very comfortable. One joystick on the left, one firing button on the right, with the sniper mode button underneath. Standard ammo layout, standard lookout bar area. And the auto aim button on the left side, which is hardly ever used, to be honest. Hey Edward, hey Kintek once again, hey Daniel, hey Fusilier. Welcome back, guys. The new auto-aim is a bit different from the old one. From what I know, the old auto-aim works like this, that if you are looking at a certain tank, the old auto-aim will be locked on that particular tank, and you would have to make a very sharp move in order to change the target that's being locked with the auto-aim. And on the other hand, the new auto-aim works like this, that you are locked on a certain target and you make just a little move, and your reticle jumps to another vehicle that's, for example, standing next to the one you were locked at before. That's why while I'm playing competitive and even random battles, I prefer the old one, so that I prefer to be locked at a certain vehicle, so at least I can shoot this one and not be unable to shoot any of them. Because when your reticle is jumping from one tank to another, while you're brawling, while you're fighting 5 or 4 versus 4, you just waste so much time and you might not even be able to look at a certain vehicle. I'm not even mentioning about aiming and hitting it. And I prefer the old one. I recommend you to use the old one as well. So the title of the evening live stream, this particular live stream, it's not coincidence, as I have a new guest, maybe the new one, but I haven't really played with him for some time. We were teammates back 2 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago, because I'll be playing with General from the Endgame team, who has just invited me to the Platoon. And we'll be playing tier rate to pat some win rate, but I heard that General is still grinding the event, and he asked me whether we can play on tier rate so that the battles are successful. And well, tier rate is definitely my cup of tea. Oh dear, what is this? Tier rate is definitely my cup of tea. That's why I'm playing with General. I'm hoping this one will be very, very successful. He's already taking the Chinese WZ. And then I cannot take the second one. I think it will be overkill. My free experience is very close to 1 million. Look at my credits as well. I'm not NG, so call me Toki. I'm not really able to judge whether you can join or not. Even though I'm a deputy, I'm not really. I'll play the Tiger too. I'm not really into the recruitment process. I was playing with General back in the old R2K team for quite some time, and then we were playing together in Karna last year. Karna and Eros. So I'm playing the Tiger too, to be somehow compatible with the WZ. Hey Elja. Well, creating a new account. Good luck with that. Hey General. We are all climbing, that's good news. At least we are not splitted. It's a tier 9 battle, so we have to watch out, especially at the beginning. The heavies are already flanking, that means we have to rush. We have to rush their TDs that are left here. Because they're already flanking us. I need to push. I'm the heavy tank. I still have some HP left. I'll push from the right side so that I'm not really crossfired from the left. And we have to lead the SU. Just like the Pantera before. He's just a one-shot. And then I will push for the double jet, which is there. Because the enemy heavy tanks, tier 9 heavy tank, is somewhere far in the back, far in our spawn. He's busy with some TD. So it means he's useless. And that means we already deleted 2 of their tanks. And we are about to lead 2 more. Especially the double jet, which is a huge threat. Maybe not to my vehicle, but definitely to my teammates. I'll just use gold. I think I don't really need to use gold if I aim carefully. Yeah, now I need to. One more shot will be necessary. This one will be with gold to make sure I pan. There we go. And that's how the enemy team was just dismantled, because they completely split it. Even though we were unaware of that at the beginning of the battle, because nothing has been spotted in the city, we were all up. As soon as we saw them spotted down there, trying to climb, we just pushed forward, and that was the right decision, the only one, the only correct one. Because we basically killed 2 tanks for free, and then we finished off 2 more additionally. And then we were able to turn and help our heavies and TDs in the back. Hey Christine, hey TDL, welcome guys. I'm glad, Lord Edward, I'm trying to help as much as possible. Even though I'm not able to say everything at the same time, multitasking is pretty hard. Even though I'm used to that while playing Clan Wars. But sometimes I'm unable to talk, but whenever I'm able to, I'm trying to explain at least a bit. I can't talk about Crown Van yet. However, I can tell you that you can visit Blitz Hangar. Maybe. To know something. Good evening, Ruben. I'm super fine as usual. However, there was we weren't playing quick tournament today, nor any training, as we didn't have players ready to play tonight. But at least maybe that can be exchanged into a win rate gain. Hey Timko, hey Florin. Hey Johan, welcome back. Nice to see you. I'll push the Pantera down there, I think. I don't need to climb. And I'm already rushing vehicles. I rushed through the middle of the map. I saw them split it. I saw just a Pantera, which is not a threat for my vehicle. I saw some Scorpion G camping in the back, which were just deleted. 2 tanks deleted for free within 1 minute. Because of one simple move. I decided not to climb the ramps, but push underneath straight away. Because I saw the opportunity. And it definitely paid off. Because now we can even kill the Jack Tiger. And afterwards the Ferdinand in the middle. And that means they'll be unable to win. Because they won't have any tanks to fight later on. Hey, Sparsewan. And they're just left 3 versus 6. What can they do? When almost all of our vehicles are full health. When we still have a tier 9 tank. When we still have me and General alive, who are about to separate and isolate the enemy Tiger 2. And make sure he does. Followed by the death of KB4 within a few seconds. That's a low roll, but the KB4 is about to go down anyways. I should be able to finish him off. T-34 helped. And just the T-54 remaining, which split from his team, even though he maybe kept both bases. Even though he kept 2 bases, what did these bases give him? Nothing. It's not about capping bases in Supremacy only. It's about capping bases but thinking at the same time, making wise decisions. Is there really some counters happening? I haven't heard about it. However, if it will be random bulk counting, I wouldn't be really interested. As I've already participated in a few countdowns, and you know how you probably know how it ended up. It's not really efficient. Even though it's a very enjoyable evening, then you have to spend 2 or 3 more evenings, which are not that enjoyable as the previous one. To recover from the emergency state. I'm already crossfired by the Kampfpanzer. This is so bad. Our teammates are all on the left, but they are unable to push. And I'm left, I was caught off guard in the middle of the map. Maybe I can somehow find shelter in my garage. Most likely. I can just buy some time, maybe. Maybe he can bounce off my hull. Maybe. But the lightweight won't bounce off my side. Even though the enemies were outnumbered in the waterfall area, we were not able to push in time. It's still at 4 versus 4, but now the enemies have 3 bases because we wasted so much time trying to capture the waterfall area. I don't even check Legion Discord, Ruben, to be honest. That's why I don't know what's up. We have an own separate Discord server where, to be honest, or which one is even more active, especially after a loss in the tournament. So I'm active there, not really on the clan Discord server. Hey Bunik, hey Vodblitz. I don't think we'll be able to win it. No way, the points. Well, I think even if it was the encounter mode, we would have lost. I also shouldn't have gone to the middle because I was the one alt in the middle call of guard. Bunik, did you get the blaze or not? I'll play 2-5 to you maybe. Yeah, the blaze TAD is not really. I don't think it's worth it, even if it's for free. That's why even though I'll need 500 more parts, I don't think I should obtain it, even because I know even though I had it in my garage, even if I unlocked it, I know I won't play any battle in that vehicle. Because of how bad it is, simply because there are better tanks available and there are better tanks played at the moment. Just like the Smashers, which can be obtained just like the Blaze in the even for free. Hey Goodfather, welcome back. Nice to see you again. Oh dear, the light will already... What the hell happened? It just popped. Hey Nathan, hey Arkadiusz. Good evening guys. And the aiming's already pushing. He's pushing so hard. And he will pan me. So will the WZ. Because the 2-5 to use armor is so weak. Just like the blazes. Now this vehicle is trash. I'd rather play the Tiger too. At least it has some armor. Frontly. Hey Column. This was unluck. Oskin's medal? I don't know, to be honest. I don't know what's... By the way, I'm at 80.70 right now. Probably not after the battle. But we are getting closer and closer to the 81% goal. It's very, very close. Just 0.3 to go. Two 5 to use, sides are very weak. 2-5 to use, front is very weak. It's unplayable in my opinion. I don't know how people bounce off this vehicle. When I play it, I die just for free, as you saw. When it's in the enemy team, I'm the only one who can ban it. Well, we'll see if tier rates keep looking like this. We may consider switching. Let's see if I have any Oskins. I have 3 Nichols. I have 53 Oskins. It's with a medium tank. It's just like the Nichols, but like just one level lower. Nichols is better than Oskins. It's as well only for mediums. Yeah, it's popcorn nickels. I don't have any fun in metal. I don't have it. It's one of the metals I still don't have on my shelf. Because, well, I don't really play with tanks that have like limited amount of ammunition. I've also never had an opportunity to try to obtain that medal. I have a Raider's medal though, on a tier 10 263, which I think is a pretty extraordinary gift. Yeah, if you like the live streams, if you like the content I'm producing, I'll really encourage you to click the like button, as it's really crucial in terms of further development of my channel, which even though is constantly growing, the like button can help it grow even quicker, because the like button helps me promote the video itself for free, so that many other people can see it, even though who have never heard of my channel before. Because even though I'm pretty recognized in the European Blitz community, most of the people who recognize me on the battlefields, they still don't know that I've recently started being active on YouTube. So like button can, for example, change that phenomenon without any problems. And to shield general, as he is a TED, not really a TED with not much health available. On the other hand, I'm a heavy tank, a very healthy and very armored heavy tank. And I can share the HP with general very efficiently, so that we can finish him off without a huge loss of health. Just 3 TEDs remaining. Helpless, outnumbered. They went towards the other side of the map, trying to cap the base. They got the base, but well, nothing else. Only the base. And that's definitely not enough to win a battle with a single base. When all of your teammates are gone already, because you left them alone, especially while playing a TD, which should be able to assist your teammates rather than run away. Hey Carson. Spicy when the newest Mitzi incoming, who will be able to help our smaller accounts be promoted. Easy clap. Hey Razor, welcome back. So on Canyon, I can see my teammates are going more to the left. But I can come closer to the middle to be able to spot them if they're crossing 2A at least. Some of them are coming to C already, that means I can go a bit further. They're all crossing. Which means I can come even closer, even further to the middle to be able to crossfire them potentially. Together with General. Hey Nausen. It depends, it really depends when you're playing, on what day, what time. Because when you're playing in the morning, for example, when there's no even being held, you can farm your win rate even in tier 10. You can have 90% if you're playing in a platoon with another very skilled, very competitive player without any problem. But on a daily basis, in my opinion, tier 8 is the most win rate efficient. When you want to talk about high tiers, of course. But from lower tiers right now, for example, I find tier 4 very good for win rate, as it has recently been buffed. You have loads of HP, very good guns on this tier right now. And tier 3s don't stand a single chance against the tier 4s right now. If you're playing just a semi-armored vehicle, no tier 3 can scare you off. In my opinion, tier 7 in the past used to be the best for win rate. Right now it's not really the case because of many premium tier 7 tier 8 vehicles, which made the tier 7 tanks a bit slower. I'm referring to the Type 62, for example. It's not that good as it used to be. However, as you can see, tier 8 tanks are really good for win rate, even those from the tech tree like the Tiger 2. Or like the Premium WZ. But tier 10 can be, you can farm win rate on tier 10, but it's not reliable. You can have 40 wins in a row one day, and the next day you'll have 70% win rate, for example. Unlike on tier 8, where you can reliably improve your win rate all the time. Most of the times, of course. Go, General. To shoot at the E30. Easy. I don't really find tier 5 and 6 win rate efficient. Because the vehicles there maybe are good at their tier, like tier 5. If you're playing a tier 5, you can outplay other tier 5s, but when you are playing a tier 5 and you get matched with tier 6s, I don't think there's something you can do against them. There's nothing you can do. In my opinion. It's the same with tier 6 tanks. If you're playing against a Smasher or just a Tiger, a simple Tiger, you have no chance. It's so armored. It has so much health, so much DPM. Kenny has been power crit a bit. It's not that good as it used to be. Kennyotsu is not really reliable for win rate anymore. So I haven't really been playing with it recently. I don't think it will ever come back. F in the chat for the Kennyotsu. Well, the Johanna lost the first 2 attempts as well, I think, so now trying to regain. Hey Dark, welcome back. What am I doing? Driving with one hand is not really efficient. Smasher is just, well, an exception. But especially now when it's quite common in the random battles, tier 7 is not really playable. That's what I was saying. With a dragon, you don't stand a single chance against. You don't even stand a single chance against tech 3 tanks, not even mentioning the Smasher. This IS-5 doesn't let us create any space here. I need to take the shots. We need to focus the Type 59 preferably. VK pushing from the left side, which means we have to finish the Type at all cost. We are still somehow alive. I am, at least. General isn't. IS-5 is yellowing, but we have a full HP VK behind. And they'd rather shoot me than the IS-5, apparently. And even AT-15A coming. What the hell? I don't think tier 8 is winner efficient at the moment. VK is finding me alone. They want to kill the E-25. Slight angle, I think, is enough. Or not. I don't think I can win, even though I'm just 1 versus 3. No chance. Yeah, the Panzer 2J might be a really good vehicle. I saw the pen buffs. I don't think when they will release the Objective FTU, but it's a really bad vehicle in my opinion. It's not even good. People may think it's a good vehicle because of the fact that 33% of the player base might just not spend one more second to be able to ban it, for sure. I don't think the Tiger 2 is really winner efficient, so that maybe I can take something more mobile. Hey DQQ, nice to see you. Clans use it, but clans use it in a herd. They use 3, 4, or 5 of these vehicles. And the strength of this vehicle is when you are pushing together, when you have 4 of the same tanks next to each other, and then the enemy's auto aim is not really functioning properly. He is stressed, he is shocked, caught off guard, unaware first of all what to do, which one to shoot, and he's really unlikely to pan. That's why the 252 is used in tournaments. But you never use a single 252 somewhere because it will get outplayed. Always. Turrets can be also banned, but it's definitely better than the Tiger 2s. Call I'm playing right now in a Platoon already. The only mobile vehicle here, so I'll definitely have to take the corner control early on. First of all, to see where the enemies go. I don't think they're coming here, as nothing has been spotted so far. They're suiciding. LTTP kamikaze it. M4 just vanished. And their heavies are sniping in the back. And without the corner control, they're helpless. We are the pain in the neck. Because, first of all, they don't have any medium mobile vehicles with proper view range to spot us. And they have no mobility to escape the bridge area, first of all. Which makes them just useless. They can only delay their end. Because it's inevitable. Oh! He rammed me. Good evening, Conflict. Good evening, VIP. Welcome back. Maybe I can play the T49. I'm still at 80.70%. So just 0.3% to go to reach 81%. I'm not I'm not hosting any driving lessons yet, as I don't even have a driving license, as you could see in the previous battle. Hey Streckmaster, my night has been super fine. In the morning I was playing some ratings, off stream this time, which was a bit more successful, as I think right now I'm at a bit over 4.4k in Platinum. Then I went cycling as usual as well. I have to run away, by the way. Oh no. Oh no. Oof. Oh no. Nearly. Then I went cycling, and after I came back, I launched the stream. We need to kill the T91. Look how aggressive he is. We need to get rid of him, because he will be a pain in the neck afterwards. I hope the waffle can one-shot him. I really hope. No. No. That's not how you do it. I need to finish him off now. There we go. AMX down there. With the Jack Tiger in the back. While they're far away, I have to help my team in the middle. First of all, I need to make sure we finish the liver. Then I can potentially think about isolating some Tigri. Like the waffle, for example, which is standing still in the middle. So club. General is still alive, full health. And right now I can help my STI in the back as the tier 9 AMX is coming. And I'm not sure the ST1 stands a single chance against him, as he was camping behind the bunker. Deleted. And then we can go for the Jack Tiger, who is camping behind the bunker. He's still deadly though. I can use the S5 beforehand, I think. And the well is one. Hey, Nick, good evening. Nice on getting the level Z. However, I'm not sure if you like it. Nice discount. And play RU maybe. I think the mobile tanks are pretty more Platoon compatible with the Chinese WZ than the Tiger 2 alone. How old is too old? It's a good question. Well, it's a matter of perspective. Whether you're too young, too old. And depends on what you think and what you care about, Subaru. I don't think this game should be 18 plus. Because I would be sad because I wouldn't be able to play it. And I would be able to create my account next year, potentially. Yeah, I'm driving, but I'm not driving on the public roads. Just on Middleburg. On the meadow. Reverse side scraping in the RU. SP picking, by the way. It was his last pick of the battle. What is... oh no. What was that? I think I can rush him, to be honest. He's alone, for sure. Unless the LTTB comes to help him. But we can kill the LTB first of all. Together with General. If he hits, first of all. Okay. Okay. Reward. Almost. I was pushing a single T71 and I ended up with 59 Patton, T54E2 LTTB and the T71 jumping just to kill me. Well, okay. Happens. I'm 17 years old, Kintek. That's why I didn't go to the city, Edward. Never worried about this one anyways, even though I was there. Sacrificial lamb. Nice. Arrested. Epic. Let's try double Z. By the way, let's try double Z. I'd like to see how it performs. Well, Nick, I think most of my viewers do, because most of my viewers are, if not 90% of my viewers are at least 18 years old. Mod 1, I don't think so. Mod 1 worked, but 3 years ago maybe. When there were, it's like, well, another premium vehicle released a few years ago. It worked back then, not now, because there are simply better tanks. Mod 1 is right now paper, without any DPM, without the necessary mobility, in my opinion. Raunak, there, I think there should be, but it's not, well, it's not really beneficial for the game developer, because some players would, for example, wait for a specific tank, and they wouldn't buy, for example, 1 or 2 premium tanks that would be released before their wanted premium vehicle. They'd rather save their money for if they knew when their vehicle would come, they'd rather save the money for later. And right now they can maybe buy something because they don't really know whether their particular wanted vehicle will be even released. Lorraine Code of Garden. Enemy team in the middle, which means we will be able to crossfire them, just like they did to me a few games ago in the Tiger 2. But first of all, we have to get rid of the Helsing and the Lorraine here in the ditch. Then we'll be able to flank them to set another crossfire angle. First of all, we need to make sure we are not crossfired. And we need to make sure the Lorraine is deleted. And right now they're just stuck here, outnumbered, outmaneuvered, pincered, helpless. I don't think they even expect mercy. I help General with the I6. Easy clap. He managed. 360. Bam. I don't have a driving license. In Poland, you have to be at least 18 years old to be able to obtain it, to finish the course. I live in Europe. I live in Poland, currently in Germany though. And I play on the European server as well, because of that. Oh, in Canada you can get one when you're 16, that's interesting. but I don't think they're as well. Maybe if you are living in a mega city in Canada, but apart from that, well, you're basically alone on the road. I think so. Even in Austria with 16. Legal driving age in Poland is 18 years old, exactly. Okay, general has to go. Suddenly. Which means we'll need to search for a new platoon mate. Most likely. I'll ask honor, I'll ask last. I'll ask Egi maybe, or whoops. Or both. Yeah, the cars though are quite big in Canada. That's well, without a doubt. I'm 17. I am 17 years old. I'm from Poland, playing on the European server. Which means I'm still in the last grade of high school. I'm not working yet. Still a student. Currently, I'm on my summer holidays. And what I do in life, I always try to improve and see the positive, bright sides of every single possible phenomenon. And I've been playing this game since 2014 exactly, for more than 6 years. I even started playing PC World of Tanks before, and I was playing Clan Wars in PC World of Tanks when I was like 9 years old already, playing with 40-year-olds. Who even back then thought I'm older. So I already have some experience with tanks. Virtual tanks, of course. Hey, Chicky Squirrel, nice to see you. Hey, Tudor. I don't know what I even want to start. That's a really tough question, actually. I have no idea. However, I'm right now in high school with advanced maths, English, and IT. So maybe something connected to these subjects. How many cases of coronavirus in Poland? Today Poland hit over 50k in total, but the daily amount is growing every single day without any precautions being taken, which means that the daily cases will rise every day. If there's no measures, how can you contain the pandemic? But people don't understand. People in Poland, when you tell them, even in places where you are obliged to wear masks, for example, when they are not wearing masks, when you tell them to freaking wear the freaking mask, they'll just insult you, if not even harm you or hurt you physically. And that's the level of IQ out there in the country. And unfortunately, because of the stupidity or arrogance or unawareness of just a small group of people, like the whole country, so many other people are put at risk because of that. Hey, Leo. Yeah, I saw the situation in India is terrible. It is terrible, and I'm not really sure whether it will be contained that easily because of the situation in India. It's really hard to contain. when it's already at 62k, even though the population wow is over 1 billion people. 62k, you may think it's nothing, but when it's every day and with the feeling that you cannot contain it, and I think it's really, really hard to do it in India. Hey memes. Hey Whoopsie, do you want to play in a Platoon? Because I'm currently searching for a Platoon mid on tier 8. Cases of Americans boating over the border though. Yeah, the situation in USA is terrible as well. However, in the neighboring Canada, I think it's pretty good now. That's surprising. But it just shows that if you can listen, if you can obey the rules, if you have a few brain cells in your brain, and if you well, there's nothing hard. Yeah, USA was building a wall with Mexico, and now Canada should build another wall from the other side. Epic. Diki, could you live in a big city, or rather in the countryside in Canada? If I may ask, of course. So we have Whoops. The session with General was not really as successful as I thought it would be. Maybe Whoops can help me improve it, as we are currently at 72% win rate, which still makes me an 80.70% player, but I'm aspiring to become an even better player. Tudor, we can do the special battle today if we hit 50 viewers. If we hit 50 viewers, I don't think we're able to hit 50 viewers today at all. So if we hit 50 viewers, we'll do the special battle today, where you will be able to obtain seals. Today you'll be able to predict the result of the special battle, and the lucky winner will be able to win seals. And with seals, you can obtain personalized advice in my shop. You can have the new !shop command to see what's in the store. And you can buy all the things there with seals. So we are playing with Whoopsie on tier 8 as he's playing the Pantera. I was given the chance to play this up to Z this time. Well, in the UAE, only 10% of the population are the citizens. There are so few of people with Emirates citizenship that most of the country's population are people who just got there. so it's nothing strange. But if you are the lucky one to be the citizen of Emirates, well then you have everything. Sponsored by the government. You are really lucky. You don't have to worry about anything. Any bills. Unemployment. Mortgages. Land. Nothing. You are given everything. We are being flanked by the KV-3. In Poland, in Europe, basically in the part of Europe I live, it's 15 minutes past 10 PM at the moment. So it's already night, you could say. Hey, last. KV-3 flanking already. That means we have to push on the right side or the left side with whoops. We can leave whoops alone for a while to make sure I can finish the Jack Tiger and help my teammates with the IS-6 on the right side afterwards. The Jack Tiger is the main target right now. He's the most deadly vehicle in the enemy team at the moment. And he has been deleted. And just one shot ISU remaining here at spawn. And the full HP KV-3 who is camping at our spawn, who flanked throughout the whole map just to be left alone right now and just to be about to die. Because he doesn't stand a chance while he's outnumbered, especially when he's a tier 7 in a tier 8 battle. There's nothing he can do. At least he could have tanked for his teammates if he had gone with them. With seals you can obtain the personalized perks, personalized pieces of advice in terms of your blitz gameplay. You can see them with the exclamation mark shop command. And you obtain free 15 seals for every 5 minutes of consecutive watching the live stream. On top of that, you get an additional amount if you are active in the chat within these 5 minutes. And you can also get the biggest amount of seals for every euro donated. You get 1,000 seals. And with seals you can obtain all the perks in the shop. You improve just by watching, but if you watch for long enough and carefully enough, you will be rewarded with even more advice, which is not general like during the live stream, but more personalized, more detailed as well. Borsig picking over the middle ridge. What is that? That F in the chat. Zaiwu pick. Epic. Hey Miracru, good evening. Nice special vibes. Congratulations. Well, I don't think going the other way in raiding is the best idea, to be honest. Whoops, he got full HP armor act. Well, he's trolling. Nice try hard. Probably blaming his teammates right now, as usual. We are still outnumbering them somehow. But the Waffle is still a threat. He's still in the back, he's still full HP. There's still Luva even camping. Well, we need to make sure first of all that we will kill the AMX, however I'm not sure if our tank, our Kampfpanzer can survive that brawl because of the Waffle in the back. I need to ignore them, I have to help my M103 with the AMX because I can kill him without getting punished from the bunker. Most likely. I will help. No. Oh no. What a roll. Come on. And he had. This still can be lost. Even though it's a 4 versus 3, the Kampfpanzer is about to go down and they're very well positioned in the back. The Waffle is very lethal as well. But he's in the open. So is the Kampfpanzer though. Now the Waffle is in a way worse position. But he is still scary, he is still alive. He can still deal damage. And he can still avoid getting shot by me. And this is not looking good at all, because the Scorpion is one shot right now. I need to make sure the Waffle is finished at least. I don't think I'll be able to make sure. Yes, I got him. We have the bases now. I'm a lucky focus bot. Now the base. Now he's leaving his initial position. Because, well, I'm left alone, so I probably need to move. I need to do something. That's probably way too late as well. We have 3 bases now. I'm capturing the 4th one to be able to secure the cup victory in this battle, even though Whoopsie threw it, or tried to throw it. With 4 cups, I think the victory is inevitable. Unless he armoracks me. I don't want to jinx it. I'll even load gold to make sure I can finish him off. Or I can just hide. Yeah, I'd rather hide because everything may happen. Now the victory is secured, now I can peek and finish him off. Miracle, this is not a rating stream, this is a random battle stream. As I was playing rating battles today earlier, off stream, and I managed to get to over 4.4k. Which is way successful done during the stream. However, rating stream will come, don't worry. On my way to 8k, by the way. And I'm as well at 80.70% today. And you can see that the session earlier with General was not that successful. I have been playing with Whoops now for some time, and we are trying to maybe bounce back potentially to recover and to increase the win rate even more. But it's definitely not easy even with professional players, as you saw while the event is being held. Whoops is offline. Do we need to search for another Platoon mate? Epic. Hey Elmo, nice to see you again. Haven't seen you for a while in the chat at least. Yeah, whoopsies, Sasha. Russian connections. Well, Tudor, there we go, whoopsie. I think Whoops read your Platoon request, Tudor. And I think he doesn't want me to suffer. He would encourage you to click the like button, by the way, as still we have only 34 likes. I'm sure we can get at least 50, if not even more. So if any one of you haven't clicked the like button yet, make sure to do so. I kindly encourage you to do so, as it's really helpful. And we are again on Yukon. This map is so... Why do we even play with this tank? This map is so common. Wow, Turtle, thank you. Thank you so much for the donation. Thanks a lot, greatly appreciated. Thanks once again for the financial support to my channel. The Lorraine dropped, by the way. What is happening? What is the Lorraine doing? You can prepare F for the Lorraine this time. Okay, F in the chat for the Lorraine. Now to T for 9 just alive. Yeah, you get 1000 seals for every euro donated. So if you donate 1 euro, you get 1000 seals. If you donate 10 euros, like Turtle did, you get 10,000 seals. However, if you want to obtain the seals, of course, because maybe someone is not really interested in obtaining seals. If you want to get the seals, you have to somehow tell me your YouTube nickname so that I can add it afterwards. Because I have to do it manually. It's not possible to do it automatically. So with Turtle Blitz, if you want to obtain seals, I would kindly ask you to write your YouTube nickname in the chat, for example, or if you want to do it privately, you can message me on Discord. But some viewers, for example, they are not really interested in getting seals. Well, then it's up to them whether they want to or not. I'm just rewarding these who show financial support with some kind of support, because I can provide them with gameplay support. DQQ, it could be automated, but then every person donating would have to be logged into Streamlabs, would have to connect their account. I don't think that's really well what viewers want. Without it, it's very easy, very quick, fast. It can be automatized. But I don't see any problem to add the seals for my viewers after the stream is finished. It's one click away. That's why I don't care. Alright, Turtle Blitz, thank you. If you want them to donate them to Juicy, I'll give them to Juicy. Are you trying to insinuate that Juicy needs some gameplay improvement? Or maybe not? The viewers, 90%. When I was checking last time, 97% of my audience was at least 18 years old. 97% of my audience overall, not only during live streams. Which is pretty, well, epic. But we can also see it in the chat. We can see the community is really friendly, really mature, open-minded, helpful. There hasn't been any need of filtering the chat whatsoever. So far, of course. And that's great, because the community knows why they're watching me. They know why they come here. They want to improve. I want to improve as well. I want to help other people improve as well. That's why we're here. Gathered in a cozy atmosphere. Almost every day. Spending the free time together. Which is epic. Just like the WZ's position over there is extraordinary. Yeah, maybe the 3% while rewatching all my content. Well, I don't know if I should call them boomers, but people who are a bit older, I think they are interested in my attitude. I think that's what attracts them. The way I deal with certain situations, the way I deal with defeats, failures. I think that's the main important thing, because it's pretty unusual, in my opinion as well, compared to other YouTubers at least. The WZ is still camping there, what the hell? He's playing ratings, I think. Why do I play WZ in tournaments? Because it's the best tier 8 TD in the game. And I'm mainly a TD player, especially a turretless TD player. That's why I played it. And the WZ itself can decide about the outcome of the battle. Could decide, because I'm not playing the tier 8 tournaments anymore, and I'm really willing to. As the tier 8 summer season tournament was the only tier 8 tournament I took part in. As well, tier 10 is my cup of tea, so I like to polish my gameplay at that tier, master it to perfection. As I still have some things to work on. I still make some mistakes as everybody, and I like to get rid of them as fast as possible, or just minimize the amount of them. I'm 188 centimeters long, tall, lol. Well, fear my info, that's epic. As you can see, we have some younger members, we have some older members, as you can see, and they all have the same goal. That's why they create the community. And that's great that you're here, and that's great that you like it, I suppose. Hey, the deal. Back with the regular themes, as usual. Right now I'm not really playing to master the WZ, I'm playing to regain win rate. And what's more, I'm trying to gain more win rate as I've set a certain goal. I want to reach at least 81% before the start of autumn season later this year. And the WZ can definitely help me do it. And it can also help me become more Platoon compatible with Whoops, who I'm looking forward to tune even more often in the future. And well, I don't know if you can, or if you are willing to well, lose your ears after my singing session. I don't want you to suffer. I'm merciful. Glacial Coat of Guard in the middle. The enemies have two bases though, so that creates some pressure. Whoops is on the right, and I have to quickly get rid of the ice free on the left side to be able to regain the cap advantage later on. We have to stop B first of all. I have to kill the Speak, and Whoops has to survive first of all. That's the criteria that have to be fulfilled. I'll have to go to B because no one is really willing to, from what I can see. Soon they are about to die on the right flank, I think. They're getting crossfire. I have to cap the base and quickly get rid of the Tiger one in the middle. He is blocked by the truck, and that's great news, because now I can just finish him off. Can kill him and go to C. I have to go to C as fast as possible. Whoops will survive, he is healthy. They don't have enough DPM to kill him in time, especially if I get to the base. It will be one, even if he gets hamracked again. There we go. Why do I like TDs? I don't know. When I started playing the game, I was playing only mats. I was grinding only mats. I said to myself that I want only mats in my garage. And then when I started grinding some additional lanes, I started to really like TDs because not that it's easy to play in them because they have more pan. Definitely not. You have to aim really carefully because if you bounce, like when you're a TD player, especially in a clan war battle, if you're taking a TD, first of all, you are taking it so that it can do at least 3, 4, 5k damage in the battle. And if you have such ban, you cannot afford to bounce. And most TD players still bounce. And if you bounce in a TD, it means you don't really have DPM, you cannot really support your heavies, mats whatsoever. and it means the battle will be most likely lost. So it's really reliable. The TD player has to be really reliable, and you have to really be able to cope with stress. It's just it also helped me at the beginning because I was beginning in Polish clans. I was beginning my international career as a battle commander already straight away. And playing TDs also helped me lead because you can see the whole battlefield. And that's how I mastered the 268 and all other TDs. And right now I'm just practicing even further to be able to be the best of the best. Hi, Juicy. Where's Juicy? What? Where is Juicy? And I started with maths, so I really like mobile vehicles, and some TDs are very mobile at the same time. So, and also why I'm playing TDs. On most maps, maybe not on mine because this is the map I hate, so I have to camp here. My playstyle overall is very, very aggressive. I tend to rush, push, YOLO, die as a sacrificial lamb most of the times, but it very often pays off because I can spot a certain occasion and I can use it because I play aggressively. I'm not afraid to lose HP. I'm not afraid to push further because my team and I will benefit from that. And in TDs, most of the times I'm playing very aggressively, as you can see as well. In the 268, in the WZ, in another TD, you see me play, I play very aggressively because I was a medium player at the beginning. And that's what makes me very efficient while playing TDs. The aggression. Which is not that obvious because when you're playing, the first thing you'll think of while playing TDs would be camping. But you're not efficient in TDs while you're camping. You cannot carry battles alone because, like, I'm sitting here and I can't shoot anything most of the times, which means I can just watch my teammates brawling with the enemies. And most of the times, when you have noobs in your team, the duels, the trades are not really effective, which means most of the times you'll just watch your teammates die. And then you're unable to win a 1vx situation later on. That's why you have to play very aggressively. You have to catch up with your mediums, be able to assist them, stand next to them, outtrade them, even use your HP sometimes because some of the TDs have incredible armor. And that's what makes you, a great player, a great TD player, being able to play passively and aggressively at the same time, knowing when to push with your teammates even though you're a tireless TD player. When you watch me play 268, I hardly ever can. And because of that, I'm able to win more games simply. Because I'm still inflicting damage because I'm at the front line. But I can be just the 7th tank, not just the 7th tank in the battle occasionally, but constantly. And that's why I like playing TDs. In a pretty unusual way. Because they can change the outcome of the battle as well. With their alpha, with their model damage, with their DPM sometimes, like the WZ. With their HEs, HE pen. It's incredible. My favorite film? Probably Transformers. I really like that series. The level of editing, the soundtrack is out of the world. The scenery is outstanding. I like to succeed the most at WZ. Foch, even I started to like Foch while it was pretty good as well. From tier 10s I also used to like the Grill. I still like it, but I don't really play it that frequently as it's not really used in Clan Wars anymore. I really like this SU-12254 as well. It was really powerful. However, I don't really like the American TDs. I haven't really played with them for enough time to be able to judge, I think. Because I don't really have time to play with them when I'm playing the 268 mostly, or the WZ right now. Good evening, EJ. Hey, Charles. Hello from EU. And we are playing on Yukon again, by the way, like... what the hell? During this particular live stream, it's like the third time, I think? And within the last 1 month, I think this is the mostly played map for me. Not like I don't like it, but, well, there are other maps which are just forgotten. They're running away, which means that T92 will be left alone. Which means our team will be able to regain the waterfall control. I hope. I'm still one shot though, so I have to watch out. And he's about to peek Argus. Oh no. Even though he has been set on fire. He's dead shortly afterwards. And just 2 tanks remaining on the battlefield, outnumbered, helpless. They're not even able to help each other. As the third one is outmaneuvered. And the defender will be the last one to die. Yeah, Michael Baines is out of the planet. He is insane. Enjoy, Godfather. Thanks for tuning in. In the meantime, we managed to regain the win rate. We are currently at over 83%, which is already satisfactory, but I'm sure with hoops we can improve even further. They have 2 mediums, which means I can play aggressively together with the super Pershing over the sea area without any problem. Predator is peeking. Wow, that was a great move early on. I wasn't really able to react to that. Even though that could have been predicted. But they are Platoon and I'm not really in a platoon with the super Pershing. I don't know what he's capable of. I don't know what he is about to do. We should hold position rather. Especially with the prod. I think I'll have to go back because I'm not really able to trade with them nor duel. You just have to hold your position and I'll be able to support you from the back. Or I'll be unspotted, I suppose. And better positioned. Even whoops from the middle can support us, that's great. While they deleted R6 in the middle. Which means we are getting map control slowly and slowly into the battle. Hey Gara, welcome. Blue defender there. I don't think I can see him. The enemy's relocated though, and that means I have to rush now with the super pershing. Because they're pushing together through the middle, even though not really successfully. They're even outnumbered, even though they're playing together all the time. But now they just left the TDs alone. And that allows us to finish them off without any problem. Because they are useless while brawling. They can be easily penned. They can easily pen me at the same time. But they have tough time while fighting against Whoopsie. He is just carrying them off. The Pantera is just running away right now. And oh, Whoopsie can carry me this time. And that should be another win in a row. Just the defender remaining, unable to carry it out. Even though I didn't really do significant damage, we won the battle and I'm really proud of that. As we are getting closer and closer to 80.71. As we've already won a few battles in a row. Yeah, General is gone. He had to go halfway through the live stream, so I'm playing with Whoopsie right now. I don't mind, to be honest, as he's my teammate as well. Not only in this particular battle, but overall. A is being capped. Without discard, because Whoopsie is playing while charging, I think he has around 5%, if not less, charge. And it wouldn't be really efficient if he played with discord at the same time. I'd rather not hear him, but win the battles while playing. And then we can platoon with full tryhard mode next time without any problems. As Whoopsie's great entertainment and a great platoon mate as well, without a doubt. Yeah, everyone is good at entertainment, especially Spicy in the chat. That's why we are here. Well, right now they're pushing into B pretty aggressively, pretty confident. They are very confident. They don't know what's about to come though. I think Whoops is AFK or not. I assume the back. I assume the garage. R6 not very healthy, on less than half his health. He's now he's scared. He was so confident. Right now he's even scared to peek. He's even scared to show himself. Unlike the Puncher 2. So avoid getting crossfired by the I6, I can just finish the Puncher 2 alone. And then kill the I6 because he's still scared. He's still scared. I don't think I can shoot him. I don't think I can shoot him here. Which means I'll have to just turn here and make sure he's deleted. That way. And that's another win. Whoopsie. We even have personalized memes. We have personalized pieces of advice in the shop. We have personalized community memes. However, they only work if you are 15 years old. What's up, Gara? I answer every possible question, even if they are repetitive. Hey, Yuri. Nice to see you. I don't know if somebody was saying hi, I will say hi. Yeah, it's the Hot Rocks collab in the Facebook group admin from GNA. I think I'll go to the corner with them. With Whoopsie. So that we can take control over the corner, kill the mediums there, because they don't stand a chance against the WZ, and an IS-6 and a WZ coming. 2 WZ in total. Yeah, I really like playing with TDs. They're already dying. I really like playing with tank destroyers. Easy clap. Countered. And what will you do now? The meme is gone. You thought I'm too lazy to say tank destroyers. He's outsmarted. Easy clap. Driving around as the ball is won again, most likely. Boring wins. Lol. Charles, that's a pretty interesting question. Because most of my current teammates in Legion, are the guys who I already played with in the past, not particularly in the Legion team. Right now, I would say that I'm really compatible with Whoops, as you can see on the screen as well, because we've been playing together throughout this 8 months in Legion, and even before we were playing back in R2K in 2017. Then we were split it a bit, but it's not only the understanding. It's the understanding in and outside of the battle that really makes us a pretty deadly duo, pretty deadly combo, not only in random battles but also in clan wars, because we help each other while calling. Because Whoops is the main battle commander, I'm supporting him, helping him all the time with some calls throughout the battle, and we really like each other as well, and we are really good together, I feel like. I'm also pretty compatible with Honor, as he's recently joined the team, but I was playing with him for like nearly 2 years before in R2K, and we are very compatible as well. When I tell him to rush, he always stands by me, he's next to me, he's not afraid, he knows what I'm capable of, I know what he is capable of. And we are just stomping everyone. You're compatible with last loops? You are. I don't think you were compatible, at least in Clan Wars. At least I couldn't see that during the battles. Maybe in random battles after we lost some games in the tournament. T49 already capping. Interesting. E75 so exposed in the middle though. Okay, I may try to punch the T49 in the middle. Oh, I didn't have Bollard. And there again, they are just slaughtered. It's already 4-0, 90 seconds into the battle, without me dealing any significant movements. I am just an element. I'm not the core of this team, this particular random battle. I don't think the speed boost will help the T30 to reverse while he's struck, even though it's the improved speed boost. 7-0. Clapped. You're welcome, Charles. I'm trying to answer every single question. Hey Miracle, welcome back. How could you describe your level of being high from 1 to 10? 10 is the highest. Literally. Playing on Yukon. I know I know what time is it on this map. Maybe you know better. I stopped counting. Maybe Wargaming's trying to make me lose. I don't think they know I made a Yukon tutorial myself. So I definitely know how to play on this map. Especially in tank destroyer. In this particular bush. Not a magical bush, that's not False Creek. But that's F in the chat for the super pershing. Well, just like the rain last time. And now the enemy tank destroyers are sat in the middle. They are left alone, crossfired. They're not even willing to run away from here. They're not even willing to. Come on, 8058. Lol. I'm outplaying him so hard. He has been so outsmarted. With all the experience I've gathered throughout the 6 years of my Blitz career. He didn't stand a single chance. He was just stunned. Gara already passed 73k seals amount. He's the master of the seals. The king of the seals. The dictator. Seal dictator. Meanwhile, we are pretty close to drop below 2.7k average, but at the same time we are very close to regain 87% win rate on this vehicle, which is pretty impressive within over 1k battles. Nice iPad you have, Nick. But that would rather be a Wii pad, not our pad. Very well. First come, first served. I already prepared and fulfilled all my previous viewers' requests. I did all the analysis, I did the tank inspection as well, so I'm free. If you feel like you need some training, if you feel like you need some advice, visit !shop. Alright then, if you want to keep them, I don't know what you will be doing with them, but that's your choice. If you feel like you don't need improvements, something on the back, AMX. Meanwhile, we won the seaside over because We didn't really outnumber them on sea, but we helped our mets from the middle of the map. And we were basically all together, even though me and Oopsie didn't directly go to sea, we went towards the middle of the map. We were still able to help our teammates at sea, we were still able to set a crossfire angle, and as a result we killed 2 of the enemy tanks for free, and now we kill 2 more for free. And the battle's already won at this point. Pretty effortless. Because of the early decision making and the initial positions of our teammates and of me and Whoopsie. What are you doing? The club. Oh. Ice free the pumpkin. Damn, I saved the AMX from dying. He wanted to suicide. Oh dear, what is this? It's the owner, by the way. And Serad. I didn't even see. That's why it was so smooth. We had the owner and Serad in the double smasher platoon. Yeah, Charles, the stream of Mitsu was fun indeed. It was also my very first opportunity to play with Mitsu, as before I didn't really play with him. I didn't really have the opportunity to do so either. But it was very enjoyable, unexpectedly as well. Well, in terms of win rate and in terms of enjoyment and entertainment, it was definitely fun. And I'm surely, well, Mitsu even said himself that he is available anytime. If I'm willing to play with him, if I'm willing to host a live stream with him, I should just contact him and we will arrange a date. So I don't think it shouldn't be any problems. And I'm also looking forward to that, as it was pretty enjoyable. And very successful at the same time. I don't really understand your question, DJ. Could you somehow precise? I didn't get it, to be honest. Hey, Epic. Nice to see you. Definitely not rigged, the previous ball. Double T95 flanking was incredible. It was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. But surprisingly, the battle was won. Unlike the ones on T-Red, for example. DJ, were you trying to get an answer? When can you call a platoon good? Like if, for example, we have 70%, that's a good platoon. If we have 80, that's a great. Was that your question? Because if yes, then well, it's a matter of perspective for me. A good platoon is when we have at least 85%. For someone else who has 50% win rate, I guess 60% would be good, or 55, and 85% would be something not even imaginable. Again, the GNA platoon, that's why I have to watch out, because well, we are the only ones at the front line at the moment, even though we have some teammates next to us. Hey, Young Money, nice to meet you. FV is overextending, but I don't really know if I can punish him for that. Because even though he's alone here, if I peek there, I'll probably encounter 3 tank destroyers camping in the back. Well, one of them is in the city, which means 2 probably. Even they don't really have high alpha, they definitely have some burst potential. We can slowly outtrade the platoon from cover, however I think I need to move finally to surprise the FV. With a quick shot on him. Helsing though, well, that was worth it anyways. Because now I'll be able to get rid of the Progetto. He's not even aware of what's about to happen. And now they're pushing the city, which means we have to kill the TDs camping in the back. The Helsing, probably the T-28 somewhere in the back as well. Bases, we have to stop the bases as well. I'll stop A already, I think. Because the Helsing is not really likely to run away. He's, well, doubled up. Our teammates are dying. How? I don't know. T-28 in the middle. And as soon as I get rid of the Helsing, I'm sure that will create some space for us to be able to fight afterwards. We will need to take care of the bases real quick. Because they already have over 700 points. And we cannot afford to... Oh no, the Helsing is there. And whoops, is about to get deleted. There's no way. We waited for way too long. Maybe if I am wreck somebody. Okay. Oh, there's a Helsing. Alright, DJ. 8% solo is, well, doable, but I can't guarantee that while playing solo. Definitely not while there's some event being held. Definitely not. It's impossible. For me, at least. But, well, it's doable. See ya, Gora. Cyanic as well. Good night, TDL. Playing on Kamal though. Whoops, you went somewhere towards the middle. Surprising. And our LTTB is already suiciding. We have the GNA Platoon again. And meanwhile they're shooting the LTTB, which is useless anyways. I can farm them. I'll be able to inflict 2 shots into them. Basically for free. Well, and the FV is making a massive mistake by coming here. He didn't expect the J-Pounder to arrive, I think. And right now they're just trapped in the D-base. With not really much health remaining. They are so trapped. Well. I hope they will die though. Heavy's dead already. I hope the J-Pounder can finish. Please. Please. Yes, nice. We kill them now. But this time in time. Way in time. Because the enemies are... They just got to A. They are trying to climb towards the corner. So they'll definitely need some more time. Okay, let's go. Never mind. Yeah, DJ as well. I don't really see... Because I'm playing the game for fun, and I don't really have that much entertainment, that much joy while playing solo. Because we have Platoon made it's first of all, it's possible to win more games, and victory brings you joy. Moreover, you can carry more games. 2vx situations are sometimes very enjoyable as well. You can even platoon with him on a voice chat, and you can have some banters, you can laugh a lot, and I really love that while playing Blitz, especially because it's not a really dynamic game, even though it's very dynamic compared to PC World of Tanks. By the way, we can still lose. What the hell? I'll just wait. Yeah, it's one of those. It's even though it's that dynamic compared to PC World of Tanks, it's well, compared to our games, it's not dynamic whatsoever. You have 7 minutes long battle where you're not always busy with doing something, so you can chat a lot, you can talk about different topics meanwhile playing. And that's why I really love playing this game in a platoon, especially and on voice chat. And even while you're tryharding on voice chat with a platoon mate, you can exchange so much information throughout the battle. That's also pretty like it feels like you played a clan war during the random battle, because you can train communication as well. I'm glad we like it, Turtle. I'm trying to do as best as I can, because you won't be able to benefit from the content that quickly when you're just looking at something. I don't think that's really possible, at least for most of the community. When you're looking at something, okay, maybe you will find a certain position pretty useful, you will notice some weak spot I'm trying to aim at, but the most important part during all battles is the ability not to make mistakes, and I'm explaining certain things and also the thinking process, what is happening in your mind, because you have to make logical decisions depending on what you see and what you encounter. And I'm trying to explain as best as I can, as much as I can, so that you can improve even further, even quicker. Because the thinking process is I think, in my opinion, the most pivotal part of the successful battle in Blitz. Because I guess most of you already know the basics. You know all the maps. You know certain positions. You know most of the tanks. You know the weak spots. And I don't use any extraordinary positions whatsoever. I use the same positions probably that you use to do. The only difference is how we cope with failures, maybe, and how we react during the battle. When you see a certain thing, you do a way different thing than I do, most likely. That's why I'm trying to present my point of view, which may for you be better or worse or whatever you think. But if I'm successful with it, I guess you will be successful with it as well, as long as you understand what you're doing, what I'm doing, and I think you'll be able to understand that if I'm explaining as much as I can. Because as long as you understand something, it should be easy. Because this is not a really complex game with complex mechanics, complex, well, strategies. At the same time, I'm not really explaining what I'm doing when we are just stomping the teammates, because that's because of our initial positions or the enemy's mistakes, which I was able to punish. for the fuel. It's around here. In most Russian vehicles, pretty efficient. Maybe not in this case because he's bound to die anyways. But still, maybe some opportunity for more damage in that battle. Even though it's the victory that counts in my opinion. Even though you can benefit just from watching, because, well, my case is a bit unique. As you can see, I'm at 80.70%. Not everyone is at 80.70%. And it's not without a reason. But in order to understand it better, at least my attempt to explain my thinking process will help you definitely. It will be a more significant improvement. Or at least you'll be able to understand what you are doing and why. And then you will be even able to improve further, even beyond what I'm doing. And you'll be able to understand even better. It's right, Charles. I don't know what Whoops you wrote, to be honest. Maybe you do. I didn't really see the chat. To learn the playstyle, 268. 268 is the most versatile. And also it's not that hard to grind, so you'll be able to focus on the gameplay, not on researching the models, because you already have the gun starting from the tier 8. And then you can completely start focusing on your tank with all the models researched. It's just up to you whether you will perform better or worse. And it also takes some time to grind the 268 because you really need some balls in these vehicles. And the more you play, the more you'll benefit from that, because it's all about the experience, and you get the experience just from playing. And you'll have to play a few battles while trying to get the 268 definitely. This was not the best pick. Hello Spicy Pepperoni. Hey Adam at the same time. Sorry I was not really responsive in game when you were writing to me. I was going offline at the time. I can see my P43 bro ring. He's not really successful in what he's doing, so I definitely need to help him. And now he definitely stands a chance, because the T34 is just a one shot and I can finish him off so that my teammate survives. Even though I may have taken some hits, it's for the team's sake, for the victory. But well, I cannot afford to lose HP like this against the Action 10 because he's still healthy. I'm not really healthy. He can outplay me really easily, especially with his heavily armored turret. Unless my teammates help me, like Whoops is already crossfiring him, I think he can land one more shot into him. Hopefully, especially if he goes back. Exactly. That's what happens. And right now I can just go back and wait for my final reload to finish him off, because he doesn't stand a chance, I hope. And the biggest threat of the enemy team is deleted. And now we can just continue the push, because we have the castle control, and on Castilla, as long as you have the castle control, it's, well, 33% of the success. Maybe it's not as pivotal position as the hill on mines, but the opportunity to crossfire the enemies from here is definitely necessary to have. You can have just one vehicle spotting the windmill for you, and you can farm constantly. And in random battles, the enemies most likely will be unaware of what you do further. They'll be just driving forwards and backwards, bleeding HP. Afraid to push, scared to go back, hesitating. IS6 though, pretty healthy. But he got tracked, and I may be able to get the reload in time. I need to pray for a high roll, but he's scared. He's still scared of me, I'm not scared of him. Even though I low rolled, he is now a one shot, which can be easily finished off. I'm from Poland. I'm playing on the European server. Good evening, Max. Nice to see you. Another win. Great carry by Whoops from the windmill. We were able to cooperate very well, even though we were in the most distant parts of the map. I was on the right, he was on the left with a very inaccurate gun. We were able to spot for each other, we were able to help each other at the same time. We didn't even need to write to each other, we understood. We paid attention to the minimap, we paid attention to what was happening during the battle. And that's how we managed to succeed. While playing Tank Destroyers, it's all about finding a suitable position, and the initial position is very crucial, your first position, because you have to be able to deal damage as soon as your teammates start bleeding. Otherwise, you can consider yourself useless. And at the same time, while you're inflicting damage, you mustn't receive one. That's playing TDs in a nutshell. Hetzer is definitely not the way to practice TDs, as you won't get punished there. You won't lose any HP while peeking there. First of all, people will bounce off you. People will drive around, drive in the open. It's completely different playing the Hetzer. There, no, but we have to run away. I'll go to the corner. Then I'll be perfectly positioned with my teammates in front of me, spotting for me. Preferably both sides of the map. And here I can see the whole battlefield. Look how good this position is. If you have your teammates in front of you, of course. I have the right side covered by the Borsig, at least for the moment. I have the left side completely covered. I have even Whoops very aggressive. I have Helsing crossing. And I can see all the relocation, because my teammates are spotting for me. And well, this position is insane, but only when you have teammates in front of you. Then you can deal damage constantly, no matter where the enemies are. Unless they're coming from the right side and killing your Borsig. Well, then you can start worrying. But not for long, as you can still punish them even on their way. As if they want to get to you, they have to climb. So most likely they'll be crossfired as well. You can even decap the C base and the D base as well from there. And I'll definitely need help right now. But well, even if I get pushed, even if I die, I hope my teammates can at least clear the other flank. But I'm still perfectly positioned here. I can just speak like this and punish the ISU. Look how good this position is, especially for this vehicle with such an armor profile. And now I can just speak like this and make sure to finish him off without losing a single health. And even though it was a 1 versus 4 right now, 1 versus 2. Against 1 HP med on my back and another med here. I'm choosing one of them, turning to finish off the other one. And right now I'm just 1 versus 1, and I can outplay any medium I encounter on tier 8. He's not even able to ban me. And he gets the lead. I was alone. It didn't really matter. They melted. Well, simple as that. I don't know why. I think when you see it looks pretty easily. I know it's pretty harder in reality when you're playing. But it's just a matter of time. It's a matter of experience. A matter of positioning. Grill doesn't have camouflage anyways, yeah. However, what do I use? I think I use improved optics on all of them. Unless I'm playing Clan Wars, of course. In Clan Wars you have people who spot for you, but in randoms, when I'm playing very aggressively, I'm never camping in the bushes. So I don't really use the cam net anyways. And I prefer to spot for myself. Great decision, congratulations. The FV is well, it's really good on paper, but you have to be really skilled to be able to play with it properly, as you shoot only for 190. And playing with, even though high DPM tanks, when they have low alpha, it might be not that easy as it seems. I don't even think I get pronounced Dracosan, especially at the moment when I'm pretty tired, but I'll try. No, it's impossible. Powyłamywanymi nogami. Easy. I can say it, but well. Fail. It means, it would mean that that's a table with broken legs. It's a Polish tongue twister. Książ... What? Why did you delete it? Charles, I could, as I still lack 2 tier 10s, and I'm willing to grind the Vickers finally and the Hori. So the tier 9 grinding live streams will be there, definitely. Maybe even very soon. As I finally need to get all the researchable Tech 3 tanks to worry about the Crown one only when it gets released, as I want to have every tier 10 Tech 3 tank in my garage. Well, we are not really trading efficiently here, especially with something on the back. But I have Whoopsie taking all the hits, that's great. They are still bouncing, but we already have a T-34 in the back, which is bad news. And I cannot afford to be here in the middle. They'll even crossfire Whoops right now, I think. I have to run away from here. Towards the K91 preferably. The chieftain is fired. T95 pushing the mid. T4 now. Everything, everywhere. Left. Front, right, center, everywhere. Chieftain's still greedy. Still picking, jumping even. He's unaware of what he has just done, I think. Or maybe. He could have already been finished. I should be able to. Finish him anyways, exactly. They're now just outnumbered. No. Nailed it. I was close. Close call. Easy. Yeah, over 4k and a few kills is definitely what you need for the ace on the FV301. Charles, I don't know if you know, but already I hit 80.71 with whips. It's great. I have played with 300 tanks, and as you can see, I grinded all the terrible tanks. And I can show you, for example, that's just a few of them. That, for example, on the 87, I have 96% win rate. I think that's a pretty nice result. Well, what else? When I'm grinding vehicles, of course, with some tier 9s, I have 88 in the Forge, so I'm able to maintain the win rate. And I'll be able to show you how to maintain your win rate. 91 Conway while grinding. Tortoise, tireless, slow vehicles, that's not a problem. You need to play in the Platoon, of course, but still, well, it's just a matter of your understanding of the game, of random battle patterns. Smasher is OP. Hey, mister. I can't tell you anything about Crown 1 yet, but you can visit some Blitz hangar pages or whatever to check it if you are really, well, bothering. How to improve average damage. You can improve average damage probably by making sure you pan all of your shots, but not only that is necessary, as in order to be able to shoot someone, before you can shoot someone, you have to be in a suitable position. Then you are allowed to, or the position allows you to shoot someone, preferably pan, and that's how you deal damage. So you will be able to increase, in my opinion, your average damage if you have all the basic map knowledge at least. And when together with a logical thinking process, which can be on a really high level, you can change position from one to another, enhancing your effectiveness throughout the battle. Not standing still, but when you see you cannot deal damage, change your position to a better one. That's just, well, in general. It's, well, it will improve itself if you improve as a player. Because if you know all the maps, if you know all the basics, if you improve your thinking process, you will be able to inflict more damage simply, and that will allow you to win more games. Maybe that will not help you die like this. It's all moving together. In my opinion, if you are a good player, you can have good win rate and good average at the same time. I don't understand how you can have, for example, 4k average damage and like around 60%, 65% win rate. For me, that's something weird, because you're either playing only for damage, which means you're camping in the back and you don't really care about any teammate you have in your battle. You are not really interested in finishing off one shots. I can see a reason how you're unable to win if you are doing 4k damage every single game. And I can see a few of such players, if not more. And that's something weird when You have, for example, or the other way even. Maybe if you are winning more but you have less average damage, that means, well, that's a better case, because it means that you are able to play as a team. You are able to help your teammates, not necessarily deal damage but for example shield them, play in such a way that you are contributing somehow to the victory, if it's increasing long term. But I don't understand how you can have, for example, 4k or around 4k damage and not even 70% win rate. Because when I'm doing 3k average damage, I can have like 90%. That's enough. But I'm playing for the win mainly, additionally to do some damage. Predictions as well. Initial positions are very important because you can deal damage early on, basically for free, if you can outplay the enemy from the early phase of the battle. By taking a single position, you can, for example, land a shot or two early on, and then you can hit another one or two when you change your position after 30 seconds. That's, for example, already 1.5k damage on tier 10, let's say. And then you still have full HP and you can deal up to 4k, if not more, afterwards when you will brawl face to face with someone. The ability to deal damage without receiving one at the beginning of the battle especially is the key to success when improving average damage. But that will only come when you know all the maps, when you know all the positions, then you'll be able to judge which one is suitable for every scenario you encounter. And in order to do that, in my opinion, as long as you watch my live streams, I can tell you, maybe, well, I'm playing TADs mainly, but I'll be also playing other tanks. If you can watch my live streams, that means you should be able to improve. If you improve in Blitz, if you improve your gameplay, you should be able to win more and deal more damage at the same time. But if you are talking about a situation that you want to have the best averages in Europe, for example, on the server, then you mustn't play with stock tanks, for example. But that's a different case where you want to improve as a player or as a stat padder, because that's not really relevant when you want to just be the best in Europe, to have a certain tank with the highest average damage on the server. These are two different topics. That's great, Rakuzen. 2k the average damage on tier 8, that's definitely enough. I have, as you can see in the bottom right corner, I have 2.2k. Playing on your tier 8 today, and 2k damage it's enough. One shot more and you can win even more than 70% of your games, as you can see. It's nothing really demanding. You don't have to do 4k damage every game, as long as you position yourself in such a way that even your teammates can benefit from that, because you create space for them, you encourage them to do a certain movement, you take out a tank early on, which means a flank can be cleared or something. There are so many variables. You don't really have to be the damage dealer as well. Because it's a 7 versus 7 battle, and I know sometimes it's impossible to make your teammates do something, especially while there's some event being held and they just do 0. Then it's impossible to win. But most of the times you can make them do something, at least contribute somehow. And RNG things can also be minimalized. Like it's not always not really dependent on you. Most of the times, if you aim more carefully, if you spend one more additional second, if you don't like out zoom, fast zoom, try to quick scope, that's useless. If you give it some more time, more patience, more precision, you can limit the amount of RNG things you encounter. Hey, this is Smilik. As if you look closer on my profile, you can see that I'm playing in every tier there's in the game. Most of my battles are on tier 8. Then the second most played tier on my account is the tier 10, as I'm a competitive player and I'm playing tournaments on tier 10. So 2k battles in the Kenjutsu out of 30k, I think, in total. It's not much. However, I do admit that I really love to seal clap, as playing on lower tiers is really enjoyable for me. And first of all, I play this game for fun. That's why when I'm playing a certain vehicle for such a long period of time, it means I'm probably liking that. And it gives me some joy and entertainment. That's why I do that. And I think I can handle other tiers as well. As you can see, I'm playing on tier 8 pretty efficiently with over 87 win rate at the moment. If you look closer on my profile and you scroll to the tier 10 tanks, you can see that on most of them I have over 3k average damage, which is pretty good, in my opinion at least. If not more on some vehicles. I have incredible win rates on some turretless, useless tier 9 tanks which I was grinding, so I think I can say that I'm handling other tiers, not only tier 3s as you mentioned. Also, I'm playing in a competitive team for 3 years already, on tier 10 only, with some results, better or worse. But I don't need to brag about them, because whoever is interested in that will know who I am and what I'm capable of. That's why I don't need to, well, I don't need to show off or something. I can play the Kenjutsu all the time, people will know what I'm capable of, because they see me play. I was playing Kenjutsu all the time 3 years ago, and somehow I got noticed by Whoops, for example, 3 years ago, and I got invited to R2K. So, well, that's already something. And at that time I was playing only Kenjutsu, I was not even playing tier 10s, apart from trainings or clan wars. I'm 17 years old. Yeah, the community has been mature as well, which I'm really proud of. For example, I can show you the graphs on my account. You can see here what types I play. I play all tank types. I started with Mets, that's why I have still the most battle with Mets. But now I'm trying to grow the battles in TDs, as I have over 1,000 game already in the 268, over 1,000 game already in the WZ. And you can see what tiers I play as well. I play tier 8 mainly, then tier 10, 9 and 8 respectively, tier 7, then tier 3. It is what it is. I'm not afraid to admit anything. I'm not afraid to admit my mistakes. I'm not afraid of calling myself a seal clubber, because that's right. However, when you are trying to, well, judge someone, just look at the full picture at the same time. 2.5k damage on tier 8s, that's not good, that's already well insane. 2k is in my opinion good. $2.5k is way more than enough. And to watch out here as I'm the only one here about to get caught off guard by the approaching enemies. Well, in my opinion, 2k in Blaze, that's a great result, especially with the fact that Blaze, in my opinion, is a very bad vehicle. I got my Dracula, by the way. Yep. And they're about to come. And I'm about to bet us to be the sacrificial lamp. I don't mind because my armor profile allows me to hold here for a while at least. And all my teammates can support me, hopefully. Well, the type did a spin. Never mind, I'll just get bleeded. Meanwhile, my teammates are, well, go ramp. My teammates are spectating. Whoops, is sniping. Imperturbable. It's still a 5 versus 5, but the AFK MX is about to get deleted. I don't think Whoops will be able to handle all of their vehicles. However, with the support of the ISU, he can deal enough damage. Hello, Ronnie. Nice to meet you. The CDC is not respecting his health whatsoever. The ISU got deleted, but Whoops should be able to cope with this. Now he'll be just 1v1 against the VK, but there's a one-shot T-34 coming from the back. ISU has been deleted, but on the other hand, on the other side of the map, the defender was playing very well together with the Dracula, and they managed to take out the T-29. And just the VK remaining 1 versus 3. I don't think he can do it. Whoops can for sure inflict one more shot into him, if not even kill him single-handedly. Well, not by shooting the CDC. The CDC already dead. You need to shoot the VK. He's not really interested in finishing off Whoopsie. And that's how the battle is won. It's pretty late. I'm running out of battery as well. So this might be the very final battle, if not one of the very final battles of the live stream, guys. It's already midnight. I'm pretty tired as well. I've been streaming for nearly 3 hours. So that's definitely enough. At least for today. So we are playing on Dynasty Spiral. In a tier 9 battle this time. I hope I won't be the sacrificial lamb this time, as I already was one for some time, a few times. We can go to the city maybe. Well, we don't really stand a chance against the Leopard. BTA is gonna be T92 and T34 and 32 hold down on the right side. we'd better brawl them in the city. Catch someone off guard who is blindly coming here, splitting from his team. Hey, Nuffets. Well, still, that's a huge improvement if you're able to have 70% sessions recently, while being 60 overall. That's a significant improvement. Well done. Meanwhile, we are struggling here. I'm bleeding unnecessarily. The upset wasn't even finished anyways. Borsig has to be killed, but we are capturing the base, and that's good news because they will have to peek. They will have to come. Oh, well, they will be decapped anyways. But we can rush now, we can rush the left. We can rush the left. Here. Whoops, come on. The base maybe even capped, come on. Yes! Nice. I have no idea how they didn't manage to decap. Better to win by cap than to lose suddenly because of some teammates' brain malfunctioning. That's a great improvement, guys. Stitchner, well done. That's such a significant growth. Okay, that will be the very final one then. The very final battle of the late night live stream with Whoopsie. Started with General, finishing with Whoopsie. Past midnight. Going right. Surprisingly. Why not? We can. If we all go together, I don't care wherever we go. I don't think they're coming here though. But as long as we are not split, it's fine. We have to just wait for their movement, as we have the middle control. And we should spot any potential relocation. Probably they're already in our spawn though. I'll just follow Whoopsie. Now they're coming. I may be spotted, so I'd rather go back before I fire. Yeah, definitely. Now I can shoot. Even if I get spotted, I'll be at least covered. That was a very wise decision in my opinion. Because if I had shot there, I would have been just deleted. 5 guys, 5 guns, 5 guys pointing at me. That would be just big popcorn. Well, the prototype just got deleted. And we're getting flanked by the defender. And Lorraine. I only have the T95 next to me to support. And ready. Shot from everywhere. Whoops, I don't know, not very efficient at the moment. Lorraine camping in the back. I'm still inflicting damage even though I'm low. I'm holding off 2 tanks. Oops has to go in. You have to push. Otherwise we'll be dead soon. Very, very soon. So we are bleeding here as hell. That's a low roll VP on the defender's side. Oh no. Nice, he gets finished off. I don't know what's the situation in the city. Definitely, well, here it's not really favorable. Lorraine's still camping though. I may not even be spotted. No, I am. I am not. Oh no. There's the Lorraine. Come on. Oh lord. 26 health. Outplayed the defender together with the T95. And a foolish Lorraine. And that's a win. Whoops, he did his bad as well. Station Blaze is crap. It's crap. So bad. In my opinion. So does the battle. That's the live stream. That's the 80.71% win rate. So far so good. We finished the session with over nearly 89%. Nearly 89%. Bouncing back from 72. So thanks General for playing, thanks Whoopsie for the Platoon, thank you all guys for tuning in. For creating the awesome discussion in the chat on various topics. Always there. Always polite. Thanks Turtle for the donation. Thanks a lot and see you soon. In the afternoon most likely. Cheers guys. Good night.